Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of our FM19 Journeyman, where today we are continuing our new season in the MLS with Atlanta. Now last time we started off with the Champions League, the North American Champions League, and we dropped out against Atlas, the team that won it the year before. So not a massive embarrassment, but it would have been nice to win, it's got to be said. But well, we've now just got the league to focus on for a good period of time, so hopefully we can have a good performance in this and prove that that was just a blip against a good team. We're still going to do well this season. So, well, this is the lineup we're going with. There's a couple of changes in there. Lloyd Connor's still in at right back, although I can bring Robson onto the bench, and I am going to do so. I've also brought in Shaylon into the attacking midfield role. Basically, we're still struggling for fitness after the North American Champions League game just 2 days ago, and Sarah Fiore is definitely the worst one for it, down on 73%. He couldn't really play on that, to be honest, so yeah, I've dropped him for today's game, but everyone else is still in the side. Some of them are struggling, admittedly, 84% for a couple of the central midfielders. Actually, I think I'm going to play Robson instead of Connor because of that. Connor only on 86% fitness. Doesn't seem wise to play him, really, so yeah, I'll play Robson at right back. Hopefully no red cards this time out. But let's get stuck straight in, and I'd like to batter these. We're playing the Seattle Sounders today, and well, that's defensive. 3 centre-halves and 2 defensive midfielders, and not even wingers, they're wide midfielders. Wow, okay. They're set up to not concede, that's safe to say. I'm just going to go out there and say I expect to win. No reaction, brilliant. I'm just going to start handing over to the assistant, I think, because, well, I'm doing rubbish with these players, to be honest, so I'm delighted for Luke Knight making his 100th appearance. He was good for us last season. He was our only proper centre-half, and he did a good job for himself. So, yeah, I think he's earned that. Well, we've got a free kick, edge of their area. Harvey strikes, it's safe. Luis Felipe is on it, takes on a man. Can he slide it across? No, it's blocked. If he could have played that ball into the centre a bit sooner, we might have had a really good chance from it, but unfortunately, not the case. It's still 0-0. We do have a throw in here, though. Trent Smith finds Juan Harvey, knocks across to Shaylon, and we do keep the ball. Tuto from a long way out. Goes close, but just blasts it over the bar. It was very close for that distance, but not quite there. Well, they've got a free kick. Moreira plays forward to Vidala. We need this ball back, and we need it now. We don't want to see them having chances. Harold! Well, that's more than a chance. That's a goal. Harold from outside the area strikes, and well, manages to put them 1-0 up, and that is, well, it's not a good sign, really. We defended better than that last season when we didn't have defenders, so well, that's worrying. We just overcommitted here, and then he was able to cut inside, and he had so much space in front of him. It was a good shot, to be fair to him, but, well, it's disappointing. Well, I said I wanted a good performance, and at half-time, we're 1-0 down, which is, well, anything but, really, so I'm going to get aggressive. Say, show me something else, and they did like that. So hopefully that can find us just what we need. We just need to bounce back, get one goal, and then I think the floodgates might open. We're 64 minutes in and just nothing's going on in the second half, so I'm going to make a change. I'm bringing off Petrelli for Filazola, and then I'm going to move Tuto out to that right-hand side. Petrelli's just not having a very good game, and then I'm going to make Filazola more attacking and just try and get someone up there to try and find us a goal to at least get a draw from this. Well, we're 85 minutes in and there's still nothing going on. I'm bringing on Sarah Fiore for the last few minutes, and well, I'm tempted to make another change. I'm going for Manco on the left for Harvey. We've had loads of shots and, well, quite a lot on target as well, but we've barely seen any of them. No highlights in this second half at all. Despite us having 8 shots on target throughout the game, we get a late corner. McDonald's going to flick into the box, but they get clear. And it looks like, yeah, that's going to be full time. And it's a 1-0 defeat in the league to Seattle Sounders. And, well, rubbish, really. It's just a bit naff. We should be beating those without too much difficulty at all. So, disappointing defeat to pick up. And we've really not kicked off the season well. I'm hoping that, well, it's just a bit of a blip, and in this second game, we can turn it around. So, here we are, game number 2 against Portland, and we need to bounce back, and we need to do it quickly. We don't want to let this disappointing run, like, just stick around for too long. I don't want a repeat of what happened with Troyes, definitely not. So, hopefully we can put forward a good performance here and bounce back well as they come out, similar formation to us. Hand it over to the assistant, and, well, one player looks motivated, which is at least better than we are doing. By the way, I don't know if I ever mentioned this, but Ruud van Nistelrooy is our assistant manager. I don't know if I ever mentioned it. I just picked him up over the summer because we didn't have one as left. And, well, yeah, we've got Ruud van Nistelrooy. We've got an early corner. McDonald flicks into the box, but they claim relatively easily. We're still less than a minute in. If we're able to maybe nick this ball back, we could maybe grab an early goal, but they're going to pump it up. And, well, it does look like we'll win it. Knight heads down to McDonald, who's very deep, knocks across to Tuto. We don't really have anyone up top. McDonald's making his way there, as we do find Plume. We're working it well in the centre, but we need to find a way to take this forward, as Harvey tries to play one up, but they get it back. Never mind, Petrelli gets onto the loose ball. Well, we're doing a good job of hanging on to it here, but we're not really creating anything, and whenever we play it forward, we lose it. But Petrelli's in the centre, he's running forward, he slides it forward, but nowhere near enough power on the shot, and the fact that their keeper didn't catch that is frankly abysmal, as we're going to take the upcoming corner. McDonald flicks in, but they get clear. Sarrafiore on the edge of the box, maybe, knocks across to Tuto, back to Luis Felipe, and that is going to be the end of the highlight. It was a decent bit of build-up, but the shot at the end of it just didn't have enough on it. Well, we've got a free kick. Harvey's going to throw it forward. Can we get on the end of it? Well, they head across their own box and do look to get it clear, but Robson gets on the end of this ball. The highlight might continue. I'm just hoping it's in our favour as we try to play forward. McDonald gets onto it in the box, tries to play it across. Harvey heads it off the post, and it spills around their goal line, but we just can't poke it over. It was a really good chance, and the fact that McDonald got onto the end of that ball was quite impressive, but couldn't get on the end of the shot, and it's just, well, it's still 0-0, as we do have another throw-in. Plume nods down to Tuto. Here we go, another chance maybe, as Harvey's in the box. He puts it across, Petrelli back post, but, I mean, really? That's a shot. It looks like the highlight's going to continue as they pump forward. Knight nods down to Tuto, and it's safe to say we've definitely been the better team so far, but well, we've not got a goal to reward us for it, as Sarrafiore turns around, knocks it back to Robson. We're working it nicely once again, but we need the goal. Tuto slides forward. Here we go. Can we get across? McDonald tries twice, but both shots saved. Their keeper having a good game here, but the shots he's actually faced haven't been the most threatening. That was a little bit of a poke from the end of an awkward shot, really. Tuto in the box. Harvey, can we get on the end of it? No. They managed to dispossess us, and well, we've had 8 shots in the first 25 minutes, 3 of them on target. Still no goal. Well, there is a highlight here. Smith is on the ball. He knocks forward to Harvey. Is this going to be in our favour, as Smith is once again on it? It looks like it will. Can we maybe get it down this right-hand side? We've had some good crosses from there so far, but Petrelli in the centre. Sarrafiore. Harvey on the edge. Strikes, but high, wide, everywhere but the back of the net, really. And we're heading up to half-time. Still 0-0, despite us being by far the dominant side. Once again, we were in the last game too. We're unable to capitalise, we're unable to score, and I think this is proving to be a little bit of a problem. So let's get aggressive. Say I'm not happy with the performance, which a little bit untrue. The performance in general is fine, but the goal scoring is abysmal. We're 48 minutes in, and I've just had a thought. I'm going to make a weird change. I'm going to swap around McDonald and Petrelli, and I'm going to play Petrelli up front and McDonald on the right-hand side as a supporting winger, and just see if that can help us put the ball into the net. Well, we've got a highlight here. Harvey knocks forward to Sarrafiore. Can we manage to find a chance? Petrelli forward to Harvey. Can he strike? Oh, he can, but it's just not good. It's just really not good. Harvey's just taking pot shots at this point. Well, we've got a throw in. Smith forward to Harvey once again, forward to Sarrafiore. We're just looking for another good chance here as well. We're working it down this left-hand side, but we're being pressured here. They're pressing quite well. They're not giving us easy passes, but we're just doing a very good job of creating space as McDonald's on it. On the right, cuts forward, strikes, but it's saved. And well, we finally got McDonald to have a chance on the ball, which is kind of what I wanted, and it was a good strike, but a great save from their keeper as we take the corner, flick towards the back post, but can't get on the end of it, and the highlight does just fade out. We've had 16 shots, still not found a goal as they've got a corner, put it towards the back post, head just over. Fortunately there, our keeper was a bit all over the place, but well, we weren't punished. Well, we've got a throw in deep in their half. Smith finds Plume, and we just need a goal. We literally just need to put the ball in the net as Robson does so. Our right back, who's had a wonderful game, to be fair. He's been up and down. He's put in crosses, challenges. He's had a very good performance, and he's seen everyone else failing to score. He's like 16 shots, so we've not scored yet. Look, all we've got to do is kick it, and then he does so, and he puts the ball in the net. It's beautiful. Look at that for a strike. Absolutely outstanding. And well, it's always nice to see your own signing score, especially to take the lead in a game where we were struggling to finish, really. And well, it puts us 1-0 up. We're 80 minutes in and I'm going to make a couple of changes. We still have this 1-0 lead, but I'm bringing on Manco on the left for Harvey, who is struggling a little bit this game, and I'm just bringing him on as a supporting winger. But I'm going to make Sarrafiore more attacking as a, well, maybe something like a shadow striker, actually. That could really work. So, yeah, I'm just going for a slight change. Swap around this left-hand side where Harvey's not having the best game and just see if we can just hold out. Well, they've got a throw-in in their own half. We're looking to compete for it, though, and Plume does win it back. Excellent challenge there as Manco knocks across to Tuto, forward to Sarrafiore, who strikes, but it just goes wide. Playing as that shadow striker role, and well, he struck. It just wasn't very accurate. and we're now into added time, and it looks like we are going to scrape a 1-0 win. Wait a second, they've got a free kick late in the game, but they missed the header. Brilliant. They put the ball in the box, but missed the header. And, well, all Kroenke has to do is just get rid of this ball. It doesn't even have to do that. We don't even need to take the goal kick. We take a 1-0 win, and it wasn't clean. That's certainly safe to say, but we were dominant. Our backline, in particularly, had an excellent game there. I mean, obviously, Robson's score is inflated by the goal, but even beyond that, the other three had an excellent game. It was just really up front where we did struggle to score. We had tons of chances, tons of possession. Just putting the ball in the net was an issue, which is really weird considering our attacking talent in comparison to the rest of our team. Like, on paper, going by the things I don't really trust, the star ratings, is supposed to be so good, but it just isn't so far, and maybe we need something to switch it up, but the defence did a good job, so that's all we can really say. I mean, we've played 2 league games, and they conceded 1 goal in that defeat we had, but really, like, it was a long shot from miles out. It was a bit of a one-off, really. I don't see us conceding many of them. I mean, admittedly, it did come from poor defending. We left the man a bit too much space and with too much of a sight on goal. But still, I really don't see many of those going in. And we're doing a good job of sort of keeping the pressure on teams and not giving them easy chances. And that's going to pay off, I think. I do think it's going to help us. But, well, we've played 2 games in the league. Now, it's a bit of a mess because a lot of these teams have played 3. So I don't think it's quite going as badly as it maybe looks. But if we win this next game, I mean, we'll be right up in the top spots, which is where we want to be. I do think we can really do this. And actually, weirdly, after winning the league last season, our expectations have gone down. Because it was to win the MLS last time, and now it's just to reach the MLS Cup. Which is still difficult, but, I mean, I don't know how to feel about that. Our expectations have gone down. I'm a little bit insulted, I'm not going to lie, but, well, hopefully we can prove them wrong and we can prove that we can go all the way. So, a mixed start to the season so far. Hopefully we can pick it up as we go on. So, let's wrap this up here. I've rambled on for long enough. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you're enjoying this. And, well, I'm really enjoying all the responses and all the interaction and everything so far. I really do appreciate it. It does mean a lot. So, thank you all very much for that. Tomorrow's video will be up at 5:30, which will see us play the next 2 league games. And, yeah, subscribe to get that into your feed. Follow the Twitter. Join the Discord, which is having a lot more action in it lately, and that's great to see too. And I will catch you all tomorrow. Have a wonderful night, and goodbye.